Ministry to the next level, amen. We have an exciting portion coming up. We're going to have Pastor Sean Lee come, Elder Sean Lee come, he's over the creative arts ministry here, and he's going to come and give his perspective of how media and creative arts work hand in hand. So can we celebrate him as he comes?
Good morning, everybody. I've been given the task to talk about how the media ministry and the creative arts work hand in hand to create a common goal. And how we're going to do this today, we're going to take a word which is cart. And this cart, when we use the word cart, there are certain things that you put inside of a cart. And when you put these things in the cart, you only put the essential things when you're shopping inside of your cart. Am I right? So we don't want to overload our cart. We just want to put the essential things in there. How many ever been in a service where the choir was singing and everybody was going forth, and all of a sudden the choir director is yelling at the sound man because mic number 7 is not on? I mean, the first thing to this cart is communication. Write that down, communication. A lot of times when you see that happen, it's really not the sound guy's fault, but everybody looks at the sound guy. It's really up to the director or the music director to communicate with the sound and the audio and the video for them to know what is going on. It has to be a constant communication between the arts and the media ministry. So so we have to develop what is called, write this down, a script. On Sunday mornings, how many do scripts in their churches? I went to your church and seen a script on your organ. These scripts ensure that what happens in the service that is followed to a T. It's like the Bible for the creative arts and the media ministry. We as the creative arts, we are creative people. So we're like a jazz improv. We're subject to run across the stage, and the media and the videography in the back is saying, why didn't they tell us they was running across the stage? Camera two, camera two, camera two. So we have, the communication is certainly flashbacks, right? So the communication between the two is essential, because if we don't communicate between the two, somebody drops the ball on either end, and we don't want that ball to be dropped. So number one with the communication is we need to develop scripts for our creative arts. Now, of course, if the Spirit of the Lord comes in, things change. Sometimes I might change the script around and have the choir sing. Sometimes if somebody's late, I tell them they can't minister this Sunday, yada, yada, yada. So there are different things, or different caveats to having a script. The second thing is ability. You have to have the ability to do the job. In other words, a lot of people nowadays, they would rather have butts in seats. But it's more than just having a, quote, butt in a seat. You need somebody that has the ability to do the job. Some people have the ears for sound, and others don't. You can train people how to work a board, but you can't train people how to have the ears to hear different things, because they wouldn't know what they were necessarily listening for. You understand what I'm saying? One thing that we have to develop is within our ministries is leaders that have the ability to replicate. One thing that we have to do, the next one is replicate, is we have to be able to duplicate or replicate ourselves. Within each ministry, we cannot progress in an ongoing pace through years without replicating ourselves. Our job is to make it easier for our ministry as a whole. Me myself, I'm the music director, and I'm over the whole creative arts. I also play. One of my main jobs is to find somebody within our ministry that I can actually duplicate myself. So one thing that we have to be is mentors, and have to have the ability to duplicate and replicate yourselves within your ministry. Amen. The last thing, our ministry is the media and the creative arts ministry is the second face that everyone sees when they come into your particular church. The first person they see is the greeters or the ushers. The next person when they walk in the door they see is whoever's up here hollering at the sound man or hollering at the video guy. So we have to change all that, and we have to operate actually in the spirit of excellence so that that communication piece is wide open. So the last part of that is we have to touch people's lives. Our whole reason why we do what we do in ministry, in media ministry, is to actually touch people's lives. So the first thing is we have to communicate. The second thing is you have to have the ability to get the job done. The third thing is you have to replicate yourself. And the last thing is we have to touch people's lives. If we continue to do those things and we could get those things perfect, I believe that your media ministry and your creative arts will gel together like never before.